God.
Hello out there and welcome to English Teacher Plays. We're here with Bullet Destroyer, which is a new game. It's on Steam and we're going to play. So right away we're starting with an absolutely silent menu and the letters BD. But I guess we're gonna jump in. Okay. Right. You know, if I was throwing darts at a board and was going to guess what is going to be the next, big thing that everyone tries to jump onto, I would not have guessed terrible parkour games with bad controls. That would have not been my first guess. But that is what this is, I guess. I guess we're playing only up again. Once again, it's worse. It looks worse, and I think the things that aren't assets, like whatever this is, are really, you can tell, man. It looks terrible. All right, let's try not to fall off here. All right, yeah. Well, I'm gonna try and climb. Oh, yeah. So, love that. Yeah. So, like I said, I would never have picked this as the new thing, you know, because for a while there it was survival crafting things like Well, I gave it the old college try. I did 3 minutes of it. Man, I actually thought these were like chopped down trees. I realized that the footsteps are quite loud. I'm going to turn the footsteps down because who cares about the footsteps, honestly. I thought these were chopped down trees, but they're actually not. They're tents. Just hundreds of tents strewn about the map willy-nilly. Yeah, I mean, it's It truly is a magnificent game, you know? There's no sounds. Like, say what you want about, what was it, Into the Sky that we played, 2 nights ago? It was at least colorful. This is just dreary, man. It's like, it looks terrible. The vine thing is just, it just is awful, man. I'm just looking here, so it's just more, it's lots of running on those, on the vines, which are not good to grab onto because they're not even a smooth texture. It's like hexes and stuff, so they've got these realistic textures with the blocky sort of poly thing because they haven't bothered to smooth it or make a texture that's actually that big. They've just made whatever texture they had gigantic, or whatever asset they had gigantic. Oh, there's a invisible wall. That's annoying. Sometimes they forget. Sometimes they forget to put the invisible wall all the way around, but we're gonna try and find it. We're gonna try and find that edge and then jump off, because that is how I'm gonna win. Oh no, it just keeps going. I see. Okay. Yeah, my goal here is to fall off. I wanna fully break the game, because I'm definitely not going to engage in whatever that is. It's boring and ugly and terrible. Yeah, and if you're wondering if I came into this game thinking this is what I was going to be playing, no, I didn't, because it's called Bullet Destroyer, so I actually have no idea why it's called that. And the way that the character runs, like this, like, no one runs like that, and also his elbows look terrible. It is bad. At least they didn't put a stamina meter in. That is the one thing that I'll say. There's no stamina meter, so I can just go for gold. Oh, that's as far as I can get. Well, that's embarrassing. I'll run the other corner, I guess, but I think that we might be stuck. Yeah, there's the ubiquitous rubber ducky that we will have seen. Just looking to see how high it goes. Looks like it goes pretty high. I know that Only Up goes all the way to space. You know, and it's, lots of people have commented on the thing saying that, you know, all of these games are just so asset heavy. There's nothing to them. It's just stacking up a bunch of assets on top of each other, which is why I think there's so many coming out. People saw the success of streaming Only Up, and then they're like, how do I cash in on that? I know, I'm going to throw together the quickest, dirtiest version of this game. But again, why is there a city off in the skybox? There's like a Persian or something city, and there's like balloons over there. I don't really get that. I don't understand why that's there. None of it really makes sense. Oh god, I love the frame rate there. Look at that, trying to render. Jeez. That is shocking. Okay, oof. It really doesn't like it when I look at the whole thing. It doesn't like it. It is not enjoying looking at the whole vine. That's okay though. Eventually I'm gonna find the edge of this map and I'm gonna jump off. Actually, it's probably not true. They probably, I'll be honest, it looks like they've put an invisible wall all the way around, which means I will never be able to beat it. However, I am noticing that there are just tents everywhere. The tents are pretty stupid. Like, they're not even reasonably sized tents, right? Like, oh, they don't exist either. Of course not. Why would they exist? Yeah, okay. So none of the tents exist? Right. Well, that's fun, isn't it? So, what is the point of putting them everywhere? Is it just so that the surrounding landscape doesn't look empty and barren like the rest of the game? I don't actually know. I guess they never expected that people would interact with this part of the game. Because otherwise, I guess they might have done something to do stuff. I like how skyboxes are really realistic these days. So there's balloons up there. I don't know why there's balloons everywhere. Maybe it's part of the game. Yeah. Yeah, this is I think we may have reached the end of the usable space with this game. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go look at the description and see what the game has to say for itself. I'm not holding out hope that the game has anything nice to say, or any sort of good explanation for the problems. But we'll end with us just going inside and outside of a tent like this. Alright, Bullet Destroyer. Someone challenges himself and climbs a mountain, and someone climbs a beanstalk. Okay. Sure, that is a description. It currently costs $8.91, so that's like, I don't know, 15 bucks too expensive, because I want to get paid for my time that I spent playing this game. You are one of those who wants to climb to the top of the beanstalk. You have to go through a difficult path to get to the top. Every attempt and every fall will give you experience that will help you reach your goal. The one who does nothing does not fall. Sure, so, I mean, just the lowest effort being put into the development of the game, the description of the game. I mean, the trailer looks like they have some gameplay of themselves playing. Looks like someone actually made this game and then uploaded it, which is wild to me. So they have another game that came out last year called Who Is There? With 6 user reviews. It's a horror walking simulator. It actually looks pretty hilarious. Love that. Right. Since I'm an indie developer, I can't allocate enough time to complete the work. Early access will give me the opportunity to put all my energy into development of the game without being distracted by other things. With your support, I can make the final product at a high level. So this is still in early access. It hasn't come out yet because it's not coming out till September or October. So in between making this game, like while they were making this game to a high level, they churned out Bullet Destroyer, which why would you name it Bullet Destroyer? Why not just call it Bad Only Up Knockoff? And that's the problem, right? Is that, like, having looked at Only Up some and, like, seen people's comments and done a little bit of research, yeah, it looks like Only Up is a very asset dependent kind of, it is one of those games that exists and is popular because streamers made it popular. And that's fine, you know, like watching people fail, there's this schadenfreude to it. But I just don't understand why you would make a copy of a game like that. I guess it's easy, that's the thing, is that making a copy of that game is easy. You can just throw it together pretty quickly, because literally all you need is a person to run, and then some stuff for them to run on and fall off of. So there's no AIs to code, there's no story to write, you don't even need to make any art because you can just get assets from the asset store. So realistically, what you're doing is you're going into your level editor, you're making a parkour map that you're pretty sure your character can go through. You test each section separately as you go, you know, with your dev commands. Make sure that each section separately is accomplishable, and then just release it. And I guess if you're a reasonable dev, I'm sure you could throw it together pretty quickly. But I just don't know why you would. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you would make a game called Bullet Destroyer, make it look like this, and release it with one sentence. Someone challenges himself to climbs a mountain, and someone climbs a beanstalk. Like, why would you go through all that trouble, pay $100, put it on Steam? It's not going to be popular. I mean, maybe it will be. Like, I don't understand the popularity of it that much in the first place, because it's not a sort of game that I like. I can understand the schadenfreude of watching it. I'll admit that I watched a video that it was on my Facebook feed of a dude who was near space or whatever and only up, and then he fell all the way to the ground. He didn't hit any of the stuff on the way. He fell all the way to the bottom, and, you know, you can see his face. He's horrified. And there was a bit of like, oh, that's, you know, watching someone suffer a small misfortune is pretty funny, and I'm sure he got lots of views for that. That's pretty fun. But the game itself, I don't get it. But that's okay. It's okay. This is not good. The beanstalk looks terrible. The assets are just willy-nilly spread all over the place, and most of them don't exist. They're random sizes. There's no room tone. There's no music. It's just a bunch of nonsense. So that's Bullet Destroyer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down below. You can check out Bullet Destroyer or To the Sky by clicking on the link in the description or checking out other videos on the channel. I haven't played Only Up yet. Maybe that's the next step. Maybe I need to do the Only Up trilogy because I haven't played the original. Maybe that one's more fun than these ones because these ones have not been fun. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Class dismissed.